Hi, I'm Ray Tedder, and coming up on LiveWire, we've got an amazing show for you today because, as you all know, Sacramento is a partying town, right? And, you know, we have festivals, dance festivals, theater festivals, music festivals, but now this is a new one. It's called the Broadway International Festival, and it's fantastic because it is international. It kind of reflects Sacramento. So stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. Broadway International Festival. That's pretty good. It's a really nice thing because we do have a Broadway. It's a beautiful street and it's got all kinds of restaurants on it and good things to eat and also places you can go see films and all. Yeah, very nice. It's a nice little Broadway. And with me in the studio is David Gull and the great Zion Tedesse.
Yes.
And you are both people who are related to the wonderful Taste Buds of America, right?
Yes.
And which is very broad and scoped, and so you are the founders of this international festival.
Correct.
Correct. I got one thing right. Okay, so and I find it. I thought, oh, okay. Well, when I was heard about it, I thought, oh, let's see about that. And I am just amazed. There's something like 65 vendors. All kinds of foods, Greek, Ethiopian, Polish, no, not Polish, not Polish this time, but next time.
But we're
Armenian.
more than happy to have them
open
too.
there.
Well, I'll
It's
go get
open.
them. I know
Yes.
how Chakrev. Russian, Ukrainian. I mean, oh, this is really fascinating. So bring your taste buds down, right?
That's right. Food from around the world.
Yeah, food from around the world, but there's also entertainment. And so you have some stages, and what will I be able to see besides my very famous Clement Charles and the mariachi bands?
That's right. So we're going to be hosting several different stages throughout the festival zone. We're shutting down Broadway between 16th and 19th Street.
Right.
So 3 full city blocks are going to be, a complete marketplace, street festival, street party.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be a main stage at the corner of 18th. Radio 97.5 will be setting up a stage focused more on R&B and hip-hop and some old school type music. And then there's a fashion show stage that'll be set up on 17th in front of the new Mast Coffee Shop.
That's where you'll find me hanging out.
Plus, Devontae Clark will be hosting more of a speaker series type stage in one of the offices on Broadway.
Good.
So a lot of diversity, a lot of programming, different music. The main stage will have country music, reggae, rock band, just a lot of different styles of music to go through, and and the mariachi and Big Al, and yeah.
Sounds great. And Zion, you were walking down the street one day and you thought, gosh, wouldn't it be nice to have an international festival here on Broadway? Is that what happened?
Not really, because, I've been there for 15 years on Broadway. So Broadway has a lot of diversity, that whether it's food or people. Most people don't know we have Mexican food, we have Asian food, we have Thai food, Ethiopian food like mine. We have New Helvetia for beer. So we have a lot of different type of international food. And being Sacramento is one of the most diverse city in the United States, most people might not be aware of. So why not bring that diversity together, celebrate it through food, beer, fashion, music, art, while supporting the local artists. So that's why we decided, why not, highlight what our diversity come
I think
together.
it's great. And you're going to show us
Yes.
some of the diverse drinks and foods a
Yes.
little later
Yes.
as our taste buds and our idea grows about this festival. So I
Yes.
find it an amazing thing. So, and people can bring their children, can't they?
It's
Oh,
open
look at
to
there's a-
families and everybody, yes.
Look on the screen, you can see there is the poster of the festival,
Yes.
which is on you could see the date. See, or you
Yeah,
look up
we're gonna
there.
have it September 5th
Uh-huh.
from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So this is a family-friendly festival, so people can bring their kids so they can have fun while the kids being safe while they playing the kids, so parents can have fun too.
Mhm.
So we kind of try to bring everybody from all walks of life, young, middle age, or everyone come together to celebrate international festival, especially with this time, with the pandemic, we all going through, staying at home, going through a lot of things. But celebrating life together is, I think, that we were all about.
I like celebrating life.
Yes.
Also, it's interesting because you have a lot of vendors, and I think there's probably people who are selling some very pretty things that are
Yes.
interestingly different from international zones and which would make pretty good Christmas gifts, I think. So
Yes.
I think it's also positioned in a right time for us to
Yes.
go and get out and at least get that job done.
Yes, yes. It's an outdoor event too, as well as indoor. So I think everybody will have a little bit of everything. We have 4 stages, like David said. We're gonna have the cultural stage where we can bring all type of dancing, African dance, Asian dance from all type of cultural background, as well as we're going to have a big stage with music and art. And then also we have fashion show with Mario B. He's a very known local fashion designer, and he's in the fashion show. So why not bring everything together through music and food and
There's
celebrate
a map
it?
we put a map up on the screen there. You can see 16th and the
Yes.
corner of 16th, 17, 18, 19, right? Where everything is. You could probably read that where the main stage is. And so if I go onto your website, there is a website, right? It's called
Yes.
Broadway International Festival.
Broadway-festival.com.
Yes.
Oh,
And that'll
okay.
get you to the information that you
They
need.
can see that map.
Correct.
So
Yes.
they can know where to drop off the kids and actually where to pick them up afterwards.
Yes.
So it's interesting with all those booths and things. You could spend the whole day there, right?
Yes, yeah, that's why we have it from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So everybody can join us whatever time they need to join us with their family and friends.
Yeah, the
And-
programming of the different stages throughout the day will allow people to kind of migrate from one side of the festival zone to another, sample foods along the way. It's our first time doing this, so we're really excited about how
Sure.
it's going to turn out. Right, this is all new to us.
Yeah.
So the hope is that we can sort of lay the groundwork for something that becomes an annual, regular event, and really we're celebrating the diversity of our region. It's not just a food festival. It's not just a music festival. It's definitely not a beer festival.
Yeah.
But there are components of all of that within what we're trying to present on September 5th. So it's exciting. There's a lot of unknowns. But I think the energy level of the team and everybody that's putting this program together, it's going to be something unique. It's not the typical festival, I think, that we've seen around. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, we're sort of expecting it to be a more dynamic and interactive type
Dynamic. I can
experience.
see
where-
that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about creativity too. The idea of creativity in making craft pieces, creativity in food. Food is creativity in drinks. You're going to show some things with when you cross over and show us that I've never heard of before, and they look like they're very tasty and
Yes.
different, and might change my palate altogether.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the point of it. Because Sacramento, we feel that we have so much to offer because of our diversity in Sacramento. So why not show that on the famous Broadway?
Yeah,
and
on
that's what we
Broadway.
are too.
Our own Broadway.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I think
Our
it's
own
all
Broadway.
great. Yeah.
Also, we want to thank also part of the this festival is the city is sponsoring us, the Sacramento City, and
Yeah.
as well as the Greater Broadway Partnership are our partners, they're our supporters. So we are very grateful to them too,
Yes.
to be part of it.
I always
Yes.
wondered, and the partnership obviously has said, oh, that's a really good idea. Let's do it. Because
Yes.
it's a lovely place, all the way from all along Broadway. Actually, you could go down to Broadway and 59th, and there are good things happening on Broadway. It's such a
Yes.
wonderful long street.
Yeah,
Yes.
the city of Sacramento, was it the Department of Innovation and Economic Development? They really stepped up big to help launch this festival, and like Zion said, the Greater Broadway Partnership. And I've been a member of the board of the Greater Broadway Partnership really since its inception as a property business improvement district. So I've watched Broadway sort of evolve, and I've invested my business on Broadway. I often tell people that Broadway might be the closest thing that Sacramento has to a main street, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It kind of has a little bit of everything. There's housing mixed in with all the different businesses and restaurants that we've already talked about. But, I mean, it has the post office and grocery shopping and banks and the quick serve eateries and just a little bit of everything that sort of define that traditional Main Street thing that we like to think about. But it's it's really right on the edge of our urban core.
Absolutely.
And some of our other most prominent neighborhoods in Southside Park and Land Park, Curtis Park, Newton Booth and Midtown, and there's the
And
stretch
Oak
that
Park.
and the stretch that we are sort of focused within the Greater Broadway Partnership.
Yeah.
It's really between I-5 and 99 in that
Yeah.
stretch, and there's so much diversity on that street, and
Yeah.
not just diversity of restaurants and food choices,
Yeah.
but just the overall choice of businesses that
Yes,
exist
yes.
along the corridor.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
And also, I see the partnerships that you've made with organizations like Chalk It Up, which is really well-known and well-loved as a participation. It's another artistic thing. You have artists, real artists, making these beautiful chalk drawings on the sidewalk at one time or the year or another. And then they wash it off. This is like, wait, don't do that. I'll buy it. No, you can't buy the sidewalk.
So you can come back to it next year.
But
too.
they'll be, well, yes, it's true.
Yes.
They'll be there.
Yes.
And
It's the same weekend they're hosting the Chalk It Up
Oh, it is,
event.
okay.
It's
So
the
they
same
can
weekend.
run
so
over there.
We're trying to figure out ways to cross promote and
And
both of
create
them
some
have-
synergies between the two festivals.
the real connection is free admission.
Yes.
Your project on Broadway, all along Broadway for all that time is free to go to, right?
Correct.
Yes.
There's no ticket for admission.
And
Just
same thing
show
with
up.
the Chalk It Up people.
Exactly,
That's all.
yeah.
You can go and watch artists be crazy and do beautiful stuff on the.
Yes.
Well, we live in such a great place to have outdoor street festivals,
Yeah.
Yes.
and it's we're seeing more of that throughout the city and throughout our region. It's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Chalk It Up has really done a great job of proving it over the years and putting on a great program
Yeah.
for the community.
I always wondered about, the internationality of Sacramento, and it's actually where
Yes.
the trains stop, the international, or the train that ran across the United States. It stopped there, and so people
Wow.
had to get out here.
Yes, and there is a lot of history. A lot of people don't know about Broadway, so we're going to be highlighting that too.
Oh, good.
The Sacramento Broadway, it has a lot of history to it too. So the whole point, like you were saying, just bringing community together, unity and community, because that's what we are in Sacramento. So that's what we want to celebrate. And by partnering with nonprofit and profit other festival, we're just bringing love and unity together. So
Good,
that's
good.
the whole point. Yeah.
And thank the city, for doing that. And also,
Yes.
when I moved here, there wasn't a office of innovation in Sacramento. Actually, I think they were focused the other way.
Yeah.
That was a long, long time ago.
That's
I
why
think they
we're
were
bringing
focused on,
them
like,
back now.
History, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very thankful for the city. I mean,
Yes.
they've really done a lot to promote business and help a festival like this get launched.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is the first time inaugural festival. We don't have a track record of putting on something of this scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, and to get the support and buy-in from not only the city, but the business district and some of the other sponsors. Five Star Bank stepped in and sponsored. Several of the
one of my
council
favorite
members
banks,
have stepped in and
Yes.
sponsored.
Cool.
I mean, we're getting, buy-in from a lot of segments of the community that see the value of this and believe in it.
Yeah, as a yearly event, right?
Yes.
Maybe
yes.
we could just leave everything there and everybody could come back every week.
Yeah. Maybe
Because,
we'll,
I don't know, I'm not going to be able to eat Armenian food and Russian food and Hispanic food and Ethiopian food in one day.
maybe we'll do a test of Broadway once a month.
Maybe you should come early and then you can actually maybe try. You could go to breakfast
Yes,
there,
yes.
lunch and dinner.
Yes. Or we can do it 2 days. This time, me and Deb,
Maybe
we kind of did it for 1 day because we have a lot of things going on too, as it
Yeah.
is. So we are business owners. We have to run our business, our
Right.
family, the same as that. So, but next year it will give us a whole year to bring everybody together. The city workers, the government, the city, the people, the community together.
Mhm.
So that's our goal, our ultimate goal.
Okay, well, as we're talking about food, we're talking about, because there's a key component in here, but there are crafts and things like that.
Yes.
But you both work in one might call it the food industry. And so you brought some things, and I'd really possibly like to we have some B-roll which we're going to put up, and I'd like you to step away from there and
Yes.
take us over to the side stage. And then
Yes.
give us a quick lesson on some of the wonderful things that'll be provided, okay? Because you brought them here.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
here we go.
All right.
Poof! Whoa, we're back. And Zion and David are at the table over there, and we are going to zip on over and have a look at them. And they're going to just tell about all of the foods that they have. And Zion, if you could hold up some of those things, and David, you could help her and show your booze there, whatever that is. Whatever those drinks are, they look great. Can I have one? Thank you. Pass it over.
Absolutely.
Okay, what is that? What did you just give me?
So that is the Rufus Burgess Golden Ale. It's a local beer with the Burgess brothers, who I partnered with on this. It's a family that goes back to the Gold Rush, and they were one of the first black families as part of the Gold Rush. There's a whole story and legacy behind it.
There is. There's
Matt and John
a
Burgess
photograph
bring
from
to
the
light.
period where they're trying to dig some gold out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good. Good. Well, I'll take good care of this later. So, okay, why don't we start with the drinks anyway, David, and then we'll go over to the big thing about all of those wonderful looking foods. Okay, so what do you got there, man?
So we brew a diverse array of beers. So one of the things we did was bring back a historic beer, which is our Buffalo Lager, which was a Sacramento staple from 1890 through about Prohibition. Came back after Prohibition, but the family didn't keep it going, and we grabbed this brand and brought it back and resurrected a historic Sacramento brand.
It sounds like a movie.
It's kind of like our own version of an Oli or a PBR.
Yeah, yeah.
And then our, of course, 916 Pale Ale.
Okay.
Same bridge as your logo over there.
Yes.
And we really celebrate the local as much as we can. And then, of course, the Burgess Brothers beer is probably one of the most important storytelling beers that we've ever participated in.
How great it is. How great it is. Okay, well, let's stay with the drinks then and go, if you could, please, Zion, tell us what those drinks are up in the front there.
Okay, so what we have here, at my Queen Shiva, we try to stay very authentic and homemade. A lot of the food and the drink we make is homemade or imported from Ethiopia. So we have the iced tea here that has those cinnamon, cardamom, and cloves. So
Cinnamon
natural
and cardamom and what
cloves.
else?
Cloves.
Whoa.
Yes.
You pass it
So-
over here. I'm joking.
But you can try it later. But it's
will try a
amazing.
little-
A
just
lot
a
of people
taste,
love
just a-
it. and this is very flavorful. Also, we have a honey wine,
Honey wine.
all made from honey. And we also have Ethiopian beer, imported beer. We have 2 different types of it. We have,
beer.
yeah, we have sorrel, hibiscus, homemade too. And we also have mango juice,
Wow.
all fresh mango
And
juice.
do you also sell this at your restaurant?
Yes.
Ooh. And the restaurant is on Broadway?
Yes, we are on 1704 Broadway. QueenShivas.com will be our website if people want to check us out. But we also be providing some food that day. Obviously, the main thing is the food part of it too.
Okay.
Through food, that's where people come together. At my restaurant, we always, before the COVID, we always pride on family restaurant, healthy food, health and wellness. So through food, that's where food brings us together.
Okay,
So,
yes, it does,
yes,
it does, it does.
and you learn a lot of culture through food and drink.
So why don't we go through those the food things, and if you could
Yes.
tip it up and
So,
so the camera could get that.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of our customers are vegetarian vegans, but they also bring the meat eaters. So we have some good chicken dish with some vegetable, greens, cabbage and broccoli. And we also have spinach and collard.
Oh, yes,
That's all vegan.
my wife's favorite.
Also spicy lentil for the people who like some lentil. We have a good spiced lentil. It's all vegan too, vegetarian and vegan. This one is cabbage, potato and carrots, and potato and carrots and cabbage cooked with good turmeric. So we pride on our Queen Shiva for our ingredients, for our healthy food, and family-oriented restaurants. So that's what we bring in onto Broadway International
So
Festival.
David and Zion, you'll both be at this event, right?
Yes.
And all of those good things will be at the event, right?
And more, yes.
And more.
Yes.
Okay,
This
so.
is just probably not even 5%. We're gonna have all kind of food that everybody's gonna enjoy.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to take a short pause for the cause here, throw on a PSA, and you guys can take your chairs.
All right.
Thank you, thank you.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
So it's a mark your calendars kind of thing. Coming up on the September the 5th will be the Broadway International Festival. I was going to Broadway Everything Festival because it's got such a diversity of things. And I really want to thank you too for coming to talk to me about this because it's something that requires a lot of, because it's got so many things, multicultural performances on the stage and dancing and all kinds of good things like that there for Sacramentans. It's important to spend some time in talking about it. And also arts. like real art, right? They're painters and potters and jewelry makers and all kinds of craft type people have booths there.
Yeah, so one of our sponsor for the stage is the Shauna McDonald. She's part of the art community in Sacramento, and she's sponsoring us on the stage. And we have a lot of from African market too. So we have a lot of art show that they're gonna bring from all, we have a lot of artists in Sacramento. They are not known yet. So we're giving them that platform to come and promote themselves too.
Good. That's a great thing.
Yes.
That's a good thing. And, we're also known as an arts town.
Yes.
And there are a great number of great artists in town who have done marvelous work in oils and Conte and
Yes.
prints and anything you can imagine in terms of the kind of work. Well, I want to thank you both for talking to me about the International Festival on Broadway. And it's a good thing, and I will be out there checking you out.
Yes.
Hopefully I'll see you at the beer garden.
Okay, I'll see you there. Right.
And it's going to be so much fun. We want to have fun too at the same time.
Good.
So not just food and beer, but at the same time fun together, have fun.
I'm good with that too.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's about all the time we have to talk about this, and I really want to thank you both.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
All
you
right.
for having us.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, LiveWire is here every week, so stay tuned for LiveWire and the kinds of programming it does. And this new festival and all kinds of new events that happen. Did we miss anything? Is there any one thing that you
I think
want?
we just wanted to make sure that we want to say, the Chalk It Up Festival are sponsoring us too for the kids zone.
That's
So,
it.
Yes. So we
Okay.
want to appreciate them too. We want to be
Absolutely. And by the
thankful
way,
to them
that's
too.
free too.
Yes,
Free. Bring your
yeah.
kids and they all enjoy it.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I did it then.
Yes.
We got it all, didn't we? We'll be
Thank
back
you.
next week with LiveWire. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.